other quarterback change that's made today. One that I think, Christopher, you and I saw coming.
Oh.
Anybody who watches Atlanta Falcons football saw coming. And one of the reasons why I picked Atlanta to win the division this year is I thought at some point the Atlanta Falcons, whether it was by injury to their quarterback that they're hoping is the future, or too much erratic play, up and down play for the young quarterback who they hope is their future, that eventually the Falcons would hit the rest of the league with the Heinicke. And it's happening. Desmond Ridder got hurt in last week's game for the Atlanta Falcons, and they are now at 4-4 after the Falcons had a frustrating experience in Arthur Smith's revisit to Tennessee. And sure enough, Heinicke comes in the game and the offense looks crisper. And that's what this guy does. And he does some crazy ass things sometimes. He's got some FitzMagic in him. I'm not going to lie to you. He does have a lot of the FitzMagic. He's got a touch of the FitzMagic.
Yep. Takes chances.
And which is a problem,
It's a problem, but it does pay off at some times.
And Arthur Smith is deciding to go with Heinicke. Do we have that soundbite? Actually, we do. We'll hit it.
Just for this week, just with all the variables, just kind of consider everything the last 72 hours and what we feel is good, best for this week for us, against Minnesota. Taylor will play this week.
Just for this week. I mean, he's dipping his toe in the water. He doesn't want a cannonball straight in. He's not. It's not like the Caddyshack pool scene here, because I guess he doesn't want to be holding the baby Ruth at the end. You know what I mean? I mean. Okay, fine. Just for this week, hey, Minnesota's defense is no joke. But if Ritter's ready, if Ritter's available and ready, then why aren't you playing him?
Exactly.
And so he's just, look, friend of the program. I root for the guy. Sometimes his face needs to be told to smile a little bit when then he shows up on McAfee's show and he's a laugh a minute. It's like a 2-drink minimum, like Sarah Tiana. I know. So, hey, listen.
She's so happy.
Whatever you got to tell yourself, fine. I think it will show that this team's going to start moving the ball. And how about giving Bijan like 25 touches? What are we doing here, right? Like, can we just...
How about just anything in the red zone? When you get to the red zone, maybe give the ball to your best player.
Why not?
Instead of running trick plays.
I feel... I shouldn't offer advice like this because Arthur Smith is a smart offensive guy who doesn't need my advice. How about what the Lions did with Jahmyr Gibbs? How about let's start a game with 6 touches for Bijan Robinson on the first drive? Just maybe to show everybody I can do this. We're just keeping them fresh. It's a long season. We do have Algier here. We got the original here. Jack of all trades.
Yeah, Cordero.
In Cordero Patterson. But how about giving number 7 the ball like Jahmyr Gibbs got the ball from the Lions, where we're just going to give it to you and hit it again and hit it again. Like Hans Gruber. One more time. Hit it. Let's see what happens. Let's see if the Vikings can handle that. Put a little Bijan on the Heinicke mustard hot dog, right? Let's go.
I mean, I'm ready.
Let's go. Let's feature him like the Lions just featured Gibbs with a little bit of Heinicke, and I bet you suddenly Drake London is going to be
wide open.
Honestly,
Kyle Pitts and the rest down of them, the seam. Let's go.
Right, Van Jefferson I thought was a nice pickup. Yep. I think they have an offense that can hit you with the Heinicke. I dig it.
It's time. I mean, it's time. It's time.
That. But I keep thinking what Jared Goff said. You got to give somebody 3 years. But I don't think you get 3 years anymore. Josh McDaniels just got a year and a half.
Yeah.
Like, you can't give people 3 years anymore. People don't have 3 years anymore.
The coaches don't have 3 years.
Well, it's not just the coaches. And I don't mean to blame this. This is not an Arthur Blank thing. Like, Arthur Blank might be like, do whatever the hell you want to do. We have no idea. But there's a locker room of guys like Calais Campbell in year 2015 for him. And they can win this division. And he's balling out. And the rest of that defense is balling out. Let's give that defense an offense run by somebody else for a week. Just a week.
Just a week.
But I think this is Heinicke's gig, man. And maybe it will serve Ritter to watch it. Atlanta, home for Minnesota, at Arizona. Oh, that could be Kyler Murray's return.
Maybe.
Then a bye. Home for New Orleans. Oh, man. Falcons, Saints. That will be for first place, I would proffer to say, as we're sitting here right now, 3 weeks removed from it. First of 2 times. At the Jets, their finale with Tampa. At Carolina, home for Indianapolis. At Chicago, at New Orleans.
Pretty favorable schedule.
Damn straight it is.
It's
The division is there.
absolutely.
A home playoff game is there. And for 1 week, I think he's made the move that I felt has been inevitable 4 weeks. And kudos to him for holding. Hold and see if your kid can start matriculating. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.